Yeehaw! So let's get this started, people! Another boss fight! I guess if you followed me from the last episode, you would have known this was coming. As you can see, my blood stain there was from the last episode. It took me a while to figure out this guy's attack pattern. I don't think I fully get it yet anyway. Should have picked up my blood stain there. But anyway. I didn't really get how his attacks work. He sort of like swings his hammer and there's some sort of explosion that occurs as well. As you can tell, my second attempt, I guess, ended in failure. So let's try this again against the stray demon. As you can see, my falling down already takes away like a quarter of my life or something. So that doesn't help, but I find a way to overcome that. Okay, that was a quick death. So I was still figuring out how to best fight this guy. And as you see here, I finally use fall control to make sure that when I fall down, I don't lose any health. And the health that I already lost that you can see above there is because I was stupid enough to lose some health to the two zombies up ahead that you meet up above. You know, when you hit the bonfire, they all respawn and such. So anyway, I'm getting in close to this guy because, you know, staying away from him doesn't seem to help any much. So, yep. Again, you see, so sometimes his attacks, he's not even facing me, but sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. I guess you can't be too close to him when he attacks, but you want to be behind him, I believe. Let's see if I can do anything here. Yeah, that attack is a bit closer to him, so you don't want to be anywhere near him then, I think. When he swings it, you just want to be behind him, I believe. Probably his body blocks some of the effect as well, although I wouldn't trust that much. The other thing is that with the bonfire that I'm respawning at, I only get 5 Estus Flask, which is a shame. I guess you could kindle it if you wanted to. Oh, he's flying. You want to get away when he does that attack. I guess having the shield up does help as well, if it blocks. Doesn't look too good now. Unfortunately, I died again. But we did do better. I think it's safe to say that it's much better to just be sitting behind him and not in front of him. As you can see, my homing, I'm also using homing soul mass here. Is this the first time I'm using it? I mean, it might be. And as you see, I only have 4 of the homing missiles. That's because of my level. I didn't realize this. I think I only needed to level up 1 more level in intelligence and I would get 5. But I have that prepared anyway, just because it's a nice sort of free hit sort of thing early on. And here I'm using the Great Chaos Fireball, which does a good amount of damage actually. Maybe this guy is weak to fire. He's flying around again. He's doing it a lot. Maybe he knows I have fire and need to be close. Good amount of damage done. Now I'm gonna be using my Grey Soul Arrow. I guess I could reuse my homing soul mass, but you see again, it looked like sometimes the effect has like a delayed effect. I thought I was okay, but then as I went to hit and execute an attack, I got hit. So yeah, sometimes it looks like the attack is a bit delayed. Again, you don't want to be in front of him when he does his attacks. Just hoping I can still do a lot of damage to him. At least with using Great Soul Arrow, the attacks are still pretty fast. I'm staying by his leg here, which I think is good as well. I'm not sure if the right or left one is better. So long as you're behind him, I think you'll be good. And you avoid his flying attack. And since I'm in range, I can afford to stay back a bit. Except for, you know, it also makes him easier to just turn and launch a straightforward attack. Whoa! Thank you for not attacking. So yeah, hopefully we can kill him this time. He's got less than half his health left. It's kind of annoying that you can't actually see his whole body when you're locked on. So you can't actually see how he's going to be attacking. You just have to assume, since he's not facing you, that you'll be safe. Come on, stray demon, I killed your brother or cousin or whatever it was. The first boss that I faced. Yeah, you just keep doing that. Oh no, oh no. Yes! We killed him! Sweet! He was actually a pretty tough boss to begin with. Because again, he's just trying to figure out what to do. And but once you do, I guess, stick around and stay behind him, it gets a bit easier. I guess if you use fire, it would be much better too. You seem to be weak to that. And the other thing is, I guess, if you really need it, you could always kindle the bonfire and get 10 Estus flask. As you can see, I was only left with 1. And I guess, I mean, I should have stronger magic. I mean, Homing Soul Mash should be stronger than Great Soul Arrow, I believe. You know, if you really needed it, you could have used Heavy Soul Mash or Heavy Soul Arrow, because that does more damage. Of course, it takes a long time to execute, so risk and reward. So that's the end of this fight. This video is not going to be all that long. It's not going to be even 10 minutes, I don't think. Because I finished him, and well, I didn't show all my deaths to him. I did die a couple of times extra, but overall not too bad. Now to get back to the Firelink Shrine, you just go back up to this nest here, and the bird will take you away. I did mention in the last episode that you might be able to warp. I actually have no idea if you can. I didn't try it. So you may not be able to warp, because there are certain bonfires where you can't warp to and from. Or you can warp from. A lot of them you can warp to, you can only warp to sort of like special bonfires. So you might not be able to warp from the bonfires at the Undead Asylum, but nevertheless you can always come back here by resting in the buzz nest. So yeah, like I was saying, this is a short episode. We need to feature the boss fight first and foremost, and this is also the 50th episode, so you know, I didn't plan it to be anything special, but hey, boss fight's boss fight. And I'm also going to be skipping to this blacksmith here in the church, just to show you what I do with the 20,000 souls that I get. First and foremost, I'm going to be upgrading an armor, the Crimson Robe, because I got the Twinkling Titanite. This may seem like a not so clever move now, at that time, sorry, because, well, the Crimson Robe is still weaker than the Gold Hem black thing that I'm wearing. But if patch 105 is what I believe it to be, I think it sort of nerfs the Gold Hem black dress, so it may actually have been better. And as you can see there, I also bought the Crest of Artorias, which opens the door in one of the Darkroot Garden sections, and I'll be showing you that in the next episode, I believe. And although its usefulness is, I don't know, I didn't really find it all that useful. I'll probably touch more upon that in the next episode. But this one's almost ended. I know it was short, hopefully it was sweet. We defeated a boss. And hey, I've also just noticed that I've gone 2 months doing this. Sweet. Join me next time. See ya!
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to